Chapter 9 The Ball D'Artagnan reached Paris on the evening of the ball. He stopped first at Monsieur de Treville's to see if there was any news of his three friends. "Yes," said Treville, "they have returned and are recovering from their wounds." Next, D'Artagnan went to the palace to rejoin his company on duty there and to give a special parcel to a great lady. As the guests were gathering in the ballroom below, Cardinal Richelieu and King Louis were approaching the queen's apartment to escort her down. As her doors opened and the queen appeared, Richelieu, who appeared whispered some words to the king. Louis looked at his wife's bare neck and demanded in a threatening voice, "Madam, why are you not wearing your diamond studs? You know I specifically asked you to." The queen looked at the mocking smile on the cardinal's face and replied to her husband, "Sire, in this great crowd, I feared that I would lose them." "Well, you were wrong, madame. I am highly displeased with you." "Sire," said the queen sweetly, "I can return to my rooms and put them on." "Then do so, madame. I shall await you downstairs. The ball is about to begin." The queen bowed and returned to her apartment with her ladies. As Richelieu and the king slowly descended the staircase, the cardinal placed a small box in the king's hands. The king opened it and found two diamond studs. "What does this mean?" he asked. "Nothing," replied the cardinal. "If the queen has the diamond studs, if she does, which I very much doubt, then count them, sire. And if there are only 10, not 12, ask her what could have possibly happened to the other two, which you now hold in that box." But before the king could question the cardinal any further, a cry of admiration rose from the ballroom. All eyes were fixed on the beautiful woman at the top of the staircase, the Queen of France. As she slowly and gracefully made her way down, two pairs of eyes gazed at the diamonds on her neck. The king gazed with joy, and the cardinal with annoyance. But she was still too far away for either man to count the studs. As she approached, the king took her hand, kissed it, and spoke. "I thank you, madame, for bowing to my wishes, but I think that two of your diamonds are missing, and I have brought them back to you." "Oh, sire!" exclaimed the queen, pretending surprise at the box he placed in her hands. "You are giving me two more. How kind of you! Now I shall have 14." The king counted the studs on his wife's neck. There were 12. He called the cardinal to him. "What does this mean?" he demanded. "This means, sire, that I wished to present those two studs to her majesty, but I did not dare offer them myself, so I chose to give them to her through you." The queen's smile showed Richelieu that she was not fooled by his weak excuse. "Oh, your eminence," she said sweetly, "I am most grateful. Surely these two studs cost you as much as the other 12 cost." "His majesty." Then she bowed to the king and descended into the ballroom to join her guests. As she made her way through the crowd, she stopped in front of a young cadet on guard in the ballroom. She smiled and offered her hand to him. The cadet fell to his knees and pressed the royal hand respectfully to his lips. As the queen withdrew her hand, she left a ring in the young man's hand. This, then, was D'Artagnan's reward for saving the queen's honor. Two of the guests watched the queen and D'Artagnan with great interest, Cardinal Richelieu and Milady de Winter. "So the young Gascon arrived in time," said Milady. "What do you plan to do with this boy who has outwitted you? Will you plan some revenge on him?" "Revenge!" said the cardinal. "Hardly. I could use such a brave man on my side. Perhaps I'll try to win him over." "Your eminence loses gracefully, but I do not. I failed in my mission because of him and that woman he loves. I shall have my revenge on both of them." "That woman? Ah, yes, Madame Bonacieux," said the cardinal. "She must be stopped from carrying those letters between the queen and the duke, and from arranging their meetings. Send Rochefort to me immediately." "Yes, your eminence," replied Milady, with a smile. She would have her revenge. Rochefort was still weak from the wounds he had received from D'Artagnan's sword at Calais. But when the cardinal gave him orders to imprison Madame Bonacieux, he too saw it as a way to take his revenge on D'Artagnan. His revenge was for the wounds D'Artagnan had inflicted, and for the disgrace of having been robbed by his pass to England. Yes, the Gascon would pay dearly